time I close my eyes, every time I close my close my eyes.
Yes, guys, I pressed the wrong intro. So yeah, never mind.
Every time I close my eyes. I was thinking like, what? Wait, what's going on here?
I pressed the wrong intro. It's a good
What
song,
intro is
though.
it meant to be then?
Oh, I made the Liverpool Man United intro up. I'll use it tomorrow. No worry.
I want to see it now. I say, guys, let's run it for like 2 seconds or something. I want to see it.
I would if StreamYard let me download it, but they haven't let me download it properly. That's why.
Oh damn!
StreamYard is pissing me off today. It's not working properly. But yeah, guys, this is the Liverpool Man United match preview. It's going to be a good show, guys. We've got Cass on today. Cass, how you doing, my man? Been a while.
Better than you guys and all your guys in the chat. I'm better than every single one of you. But you know, you could be worse. It could be worse. You could be Tottenham and Newcastle. Because now Tottenham fans, as much they can't actually banter Liverpool fans no more. Let's say you do win tomorrow and win your actually tell a lie. If you do win tomorrow in your game in hand, then you got 11 points. Yeah.
It's mad. And Mons, how you doing, my man? Hope you're doing well.
It's thank you, man, for having me on. It's good to be back. It's been a while since I've been over here, man, and I've missed the people. I've missed you guys. So I haven't missed Cats, but I've missed you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's good to be on. Talk some Liverpool, talk some Man United. So yeah, man, that's up.
I mean, look, it's the biggest match in English football. You know, the City fans trying to make a rivalry, but let's face it, it's Liverpool Man United. This is the big one. The two cities, the two teams. There's no love lost at all. You know, United winning the League Cup now, catching Liverpool up on trophies in the honours list. You know, it's got a lot going on. United up for a quadruple Cas this year, maybe.
No. I'll call him 10 quad though. Like just for the ban. But nah. But look what Arsenal. How many times has Arsenal been in a situation against us, against Bournemouth, against Villa, against? I think there's a couple times now. I think Fulham, maybe even Villa at their ground as well. Always some sort of last minute winner, bro. And it's
this one was janky though, man. I didn't like this one. This one was like 97 minutes, 20 played. Like 96 minutes added on, and you know what though? I'm tired of like the you know what it is? It's the what's the word? It's the naivety of certain teams. It's the 96th minute. There's 6 minutes been added on, so all minutes have been played, and the keeper just hoofs it out of play. Like Kamara has at Villa. Kamara has the ball. There's 1 minute 30 left to play, and he just hoofs it. He just hoofs it, and they just get the ball back and attack. I'm just like, what? How?
Yeah.
They can never trust Bournemouth either, man. What made Bournemouth think they can go out and play after 2-0 up?
Oh no, they should have just sat back. I think Bournemouth are feeling themselves. You know, they got what is it, the second quickest goal ever in Premier League history?
They need to get relegated already. That's just the team. Just look at you like, you just hurry up and get relegated, man. You're actually useless.
I mean, you can't be losing when you're 2-0 up, no matter who you're playing.
Only
In my
against
opinion,
Tottenham as well, at their own ground.
Clutch though, bro. It is clutch. That's why you see when you man were chatting in the chat, I didn't say nothing, fam.
I don't mind. I'm always, no, it is. You can do that. I'll play it safe kind of thing till after. Nah, bro. You got to live it while you can, innit? Because you won't have another moment. Why are you going 2-0 down to Bournemouth at home?
no, there is issues there. There is issues there,
100%.
definitely, because they shouldn't be going 2-0 down. You should say.
You see, when they come Anfield, boy, it's not going to be as easy as a trip as they think. They think they've won there already. They think they got 3 points at Anfield already. So
first game back after the break.
Yeah,
I think
scary.
I
I think
hard to get points out at Anfield these days, is it?
I knew that was going. I think Liverpool's first two games in April, Liverpool got his City and Arsenal back to back.
Yeah,
that's Liverpool's first.
Our next 5 games is United. It's United,
Bournemouth, Madrid,
Chelsea, Arsenal, and City. So.
Yeah, we got a 3-week break after Bournemouth, haven't we? We don't play for 3 weeks. So Fulham games got postponed. Before we go to the Liverpool Man United game, what's happened to Newcastle?
What was supposed to happen all along, because they weren't supposed to be there.
Have they just, is the fairy tale over, do you think? This
100%.
season in a way.
100%. Like, let's be honest, when they were winning games, they were winning 1-0. They weren't smoking teams. Winning by 1 goal margins. Do you know what I'm saying? The goals have dried up. They were going to dry up. I think if Isak was fit, maybe this could have been prevented. I think Isak's fitness has been a big blow to them.
Yeah.
It's Callum Wilson is never going to last you the whole season.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And he's not consistent throughout the whole season. He's still a good striker, man. So I really like Callum Wilson, but you can't go and get top 4 with just Callum Wilson if Isak's going to be injured.
They all stink.
You know what I'm saying?
They all stink. No, they all stink. I can't lie. Like, bro, they could have been 1-0 up. They could have been 2-1 up. They could have been 1-1. Like, they had chances. Joe Linton, Callum Wilson, Sean Longstaff, aka McTominay. Who else there? There was another chance they had as well where they just they missed the first half or the second, but they only got themselves to blame, really, innit?
I'm just seeing less and less of Kendall, to be honest. It's hard at him, man. Jeez, you got Kendall though.
Yeah. Poor Kendall. Right, let's get on to the game. Let's get on to the game. The biggest game in England. Right, we're going to start with you, Cass, because I believe, Cass, you was on my Premier League preview show at the beginning of the season when we talked about where's going to finish where. And I believe I said that Man United would finish 4th because I've always said about Man United. This is what I've always said about Man United. I've been saying it all season as well. Man United, for me, always had the decent squad that underperformed under the managers they had because the managers weren't good enough. You know, Solskjaer, after 3 years, you know, the players are going to not get the coaching that they need to get to their level up. And mismanagement in the team and behind the scenes. And since Ten Hag's come in, you've got a proper coach now, a proper manager with very, very good players. Are you surprised that, do you think Ten Hag looks at it and thinks Man United might be a year ahead of where he actually thought they'd be? Or do you think United are bang on where they should be right now?
No, we're way ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, we're way ahead. No Man United fan thought we was going to be in the position that we are. Now we've got 2 games in the hand against Tottenham. That means we can put the position to 10 points, a 10-point gap on Tottenham. We're in Newcastle at the moment. I'm trying to think.
Newcastle 5th, 41.
We're on 49. We're on 49. We're level on games and we're 8 points clear. And if we win tomorrow, that just makes that. I think a win tomorrow just absolutely separates everything.
Yeah,
I'll be so honest. Like, there's no need to worry. I shouldn't have a single Tottenham fan even mention my club.
No. I mean, look, you're on 49 points right now. 15, played 24, 15-1, 4 draws, 5 losses, scored 41, conceded 28, which is the same as Liverpool, funnily enough, which I find a bit mad because we are awful at the back this year.
You're awful going forward as well.
Yeah, look, we're scoring the goals.
You know, you scored 7 Premier League goals in 2023. That's not good enough.
We're only one goal behind you, Lo. We've scored 40. You scored 41.
Yeah, but that's because at the start of the season we're finding our feet. Like we're winning
What
1-0,
do you mean
scraping 2.
it was the first 2 games, and then you started doing what you was doing.
Yeah,
So
because you was one of the guys. You were the one. You were one of the guys that were absolutely getting onto our goal difference. Was you not?
Yeah, I was, because you was on 0 goal difference.
Because in the first half of the season, we were winning 1-0s or 2-1s and all that kind of stuff.
And the goal difference is only 13 now.
No,
Even now,
go check how many goals Man United has scored in 2000. Wait. Go check how many goals Man United has scored in 2023. Now we're recording 2 goals minimum at Old Trafford. You get it? Go check how many goals we scored in 2023.
Golly G. Well fucking done, bro. Like,
no, don't do that. No, you can't say Golly G. You can't do that.
You're not playing at Old Trafford, are you? You're playing at Anfield.
Yeah, but Jamie's the whole original debate was upon that we've only scored a few more goals in Liverpool or something like that this season. But I'm just talking about from onwards. At the start, it was rough, and then in 2023 post World Cup, we're scoring bears.
You know what's so funny? We've conceded the same amount of goals.
Yeah, but you gotta remember a big
you know that's so shit from Liverpool. We're so shit.
Yeah, and do you want to know the maddest thing? Do you want to know the maddest thing as well, Munch? Yeah, we conceded 4 against Brentford, and we also conceded 6 against Liverpool, and then obviously the 2 against Brighton at the start of the season.
You mean City?
Huh? Yeah, City, Brentford. That's 12 of those goals.
No, I hear it. We conceded 3 against Brentford ourselves, and then 3 against Wolves, and 3 against and 8 in total. I think not 6 in total against Brighton.
But you know what's mad? If
those came in the last 2 months. So
do you know what's mad? If you take away those 12 goals, that were actually conceded from the start of the season. By the way, the first 5 games, 6 games. I think it's 6 games. We've only conceded 16 since that Man City game. Like
yeah. Like, but again, I get it. You like to look at things in a vacuum to make your thing.
No, because we're talking of recent. I'm trying to get then. This is now. Because if we can go to Liverpool, what they conceded this year, like post World Cup. Because I thought you man were gonna come out strong. I think you all did.
Yeah. So I wasn't too sure in it. I weren't too. I was a bit on the fence because I know Klopp loves a false man, innit? Even when it's not working.
We're going to talk about that in a minute, once, because we got
you already know what Klopp's like.
Yeah.
Like someone will have a sniper and he'll try fighting him with a shotgun because he loves his trusty old shotgun. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll be like 40 miles away. And now I've got the trusty old shotgun. It's all good, man. Don't worry, man.
All good.
Big up, Jem, for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. So, Kaz, what is Ten Hag getting right this season? What? Because we obviously see where Man United finished and where they ended up last season, the way they were playing, and he transitioned his team. You got to say very quickly, in my opinion. What is it he's done? What can you see that he's changed at your football club right now? Everything.
No, literally everything. There's not one thing that he hasn't changed. He's changed everything from top to bottom. I think what's great about Ten Hag is that he's got the right mix as well. Like, he commands respect, he can have a laugh, he's very professional, and he's pretty much like your favorite teacher in school kind of thing, innit? Like the one that you respect in a way. So I just think it's one of those ones. I suppose he is a proven winner in terms of that he's got trophies like in his own league, and whatnot. He's done well in the Champions League, so it's not like someone can say, "What have you won?" It's not like Graham Potter settings, you know what I mean? Like, put your trophies on the table. But no, he's changed everything top to bottom at the moment. Considering, like as well that it looks like Glazers are gonna go, so even a bigger bonus as well on top of that. But it's the fact that it's the situations that he's for me, which probably got the players' respect. The Ronaldo situation, Harry Maguire, no favourites. If you play well, you get the start. If you make a mistake, like if you're late or whatever, there'll be consequences. Everyone remembers Rashford, didn't it? He got benched against Wolves, then he came on 30 minutes left or something like that, 40 minutes left, and then bagged the goal. So I think he just commands respect in the right way, not demand respect like from Marino. Do you get it?
Yeah, he's very cool and calm and collected as well. And what I like about him, I hate saying this because he's obviously a Man United manager, but I have to respect what I see. Take hatred aside, I respect what I see. And what I do rate about him, the way he stuck up for himself against Ronaldo, because it's very, very easy to lose that battle because who Ronaldo is. You know, the aura about the man, the ego about the man, the power of the man. He's the first manager ever to say no to Ronaldo.
Pretty much.
And look, and he was right. He was right. He wanted Ronaldo. You could see his vision. If you look at Ajax and his blueprint there at Ajax as well, he got rid of the old guard there, started bringing young blood through, and he kept the faith with them. And he's done the same at Man United. I have to give him credit for that. I mean, getting rid of Ronaldo. Look, if Ronaldo played for Liverpool, I think Klopp stay. I think Klopp keeps him. Do you know what I mean? And that is one thing I have a go about Klopp all the time. You know, about his favouritism, his not wanting to get rid of players at the right time. And Ronaldo's top goal scorer last season. It's very hard to keep.
But that was a false image, man. He's got a hat trick against Tottenham and a hat trick against another team. I can't remember who it was. Was it? And whatever it may be, guy's garbage, man.
Yeah,
He's gone downhill. There's no way he can't hold up the ball. He can barely beat a player. Like, it is what it is. Like, respect to Ronaldo, or credit to him for whatever he's done over the years. But the club moves on, bro. Like, you get what I mean? It's just, you can't just stick to one player. You're on 500 grand a week, mate, and you're not doing anything for the team.
Do you reckon though? Like, the only thing I'll say is that I think it was the everything around Ronaldo that comes with Ronaldo that was actually more than it was on the pitch, in my opinion.
Yeah, probably. Even Bruno, his own countrymen at the club didn't even like him. Bruno don't like him.
I don't know. I'm not too sure. On the pitch, I think like they cancel each other out, in my opinion. But
yeah.
I think if you look at the player profile, I generally think what Weghorst is doing, Ronaldo can probably do a little bit better. But
I don't think so.
Again, that's my opinion.
No, he can't, because Weghorst actually sacrifices himself and his game for the better of the team. A bit like your man Bobby Firmino. Like, don't get me wrong, not prolific in goals, not prolific in goals, by the way. And I'm not saying Weghorst is anything as good as Bobby Firmino, because I really like Firmino. He's my type of player. But you know the way he would sacrifice. There was a reason why Firmino had one of the top presses in the whole league is under Klopp when he was at his peak. You know what I mean? You would see him in DM sometimes, and you see him help out that midfield and create. Obviously, Weghorst isn't going to be your Firminos or whatever, but what I'm trying to say is he sacrificed. Ronaldo can't get around the pitch, man. He doesn't sprint, man. He's a muscle relaxer. You get it? Yes, he does.
Yeah. But I'm not saying Weghorst don't sprint, but that brother is a 16-wheeler. But do you know what he does? Yeah, I like his positional play. If I'm going to be honest and keep it a buck, he positions himself well to press when he needs to press. As I said, I'm talking about ability. I believe Ronaldo is a better player than Weghorst. However, Weghorst is more suited to what you're trying to do, and what comes with Ronaldo into, like, if he doesn't score, there's a hoo-ha.
If he doesn't start.
If he doesn't start, there's all that stuff. With all that, I think is more of a detriment to the actual ability on the pitch. I think if Ronaldo was like almost the Ronaldo where his head was a bit more screwed on, he could probably monitor his press a little bit more. He could probably be more unselfish, and he could probably because Ronaldo is still a good passer. He still has decent.
No, he's not.
He's not. All right.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Because one of the things, because remember, I watched him in his later age all the time. His link up is garbage. He can't hold up the ball. That's not his game, bro. He's the one that you want. Really and truly, our team is garbage at crossing. If you're gonna do anything, you're gonna cross the ball. This season, we were crossing the ball when he was starting, and he was missing the easiest of headers. The headers, you say, that's Ronaldo's bread and butter. You get what I mean? And he was missing all of them. He couldn't finish the easy things no more. The Premier League is too fast and too much for him. And
I still think the Premier League.
He's 38 years old. He's 38 years old, man. Like Weghorst, I think he said it. MP said it. Look, he's a role player, man. He's just playing his role that he is. He's not going to get you bare goals, but he sacrificed himself. He'll play in a 10 if he needs to. And look where it's got us. It's got us winning a trophy and the second goal for Marcus Rashford to absolutely kill off the Geordies. You know what I mean? It's things like that.
He's little fox. He's all right. He's
clever.
Yeah, it's a clever signing. As much as I hate to admit it, I actually think it was a clever signing because he never brought him in for his goal scoring. You know, he brought him in to be that hold up, pressing.
To be fair, his hold up play is not even that great. Like,
that's what I was going to say to you. Ronaldo's hold up play ain't great.
No, but Weghorst is better,
but it's not
that much better. But his link up is 10 times.
It's his link up. Yeah, he's basically playing a number 10 for United at times. That's basically what he's doing. And what that does, that that draw, because he's a big unit as well, it automatically draws defenders towards him because of his size. And when you do that, that means you free up your wide area, your wide forwards in Rashford or whoever's Antony and playing on that
It
side.
allows Bruno to get the free roll as well.
Yeah, exactly. And Bruno's then got space. Now, you're seeing the best of, probably not the best of Bruno compared to when you signed him, but he looks better this season because he's got the space he wants to. He wants the space he wants to play in now because Ronaldo's not there taking up the space any longer. You know,
Bruno's playing in the half space is more, but
yeah.
Bruno still frustrates me. Don't get me wrong, but he's more refined this season. Like before, he would hoof it. He still does it now. But when you actually watch him live, yeah, it's so different from the TV. Anything's different live. I've been to pretty much every single Man United home game this season, bar Newcastle. That's it. I've been to every other single one. Old Trafford, I'm there. Cup games, I'm there. Pretty much. So I've been watching him, and it's like, bro, even his sacrifices and the way he refines his game. It's obviously you're gonna get. He's just not pretty on the eye, and that's about it. Like the guy, like when you deep it, Bruno's got 7 goals and 11 assists this season. You wouldn't think that, would you?
Yeah, I would.
Guys, then he got 20 GA already. He's 2 GA, like 2 away from 20, and that's probably on course to being a very good season for him compared to last.
Right.
I would.
Right. Right, Cass. I want you to talk to me about Casemiro because for me,
Kevin De Bruyne, because I said we're gonna need a conversation about Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne's no Steven Gerrard. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh, he's
right, but there is something going on with him and Peplo, ain't there?
Yeah, there is. He got hooked off. He got hooked off. And then Bernardo comes on and scores.
There's something not quite right there.
What about this? KDB's sprinting like he's breathing blood. Like he
can't keep
blood,
up.
He can't keep up. He's puffing.
He can't.
Well, if City just want to let him go, he can come to the team.
You said he's better than Stevie G, by the way.
Everyone, because no one likes Steven Gerrard.
They don't even play the same role. Actually, no, tell a lie. They kind of do.
They kind of do.
They kind of do.
When Gerrard used to drift out wide.
Because remember, Gerrard used to hook the right mid, didn't it? Like kind of
the right
in his first part of his career. Yeah, okay, I get it.
Someone did a video of a comparison between Gerrard and that actually playing, and they play very similar. They even move similar. You know, the way they run, they're running. It's all about it's power running.
Even the strides, I'm deep in the way they stride.
Yeah. Go look at old Gerrard. Go look at old Gerrard clips.
Gerrard can cross as well, very much like
they're very similar.
If you look at their stature, they both have the when
the shrug shoulder, the way they run, yeah. Nah, man, Gerrard's a clutch guy, bro, but obviously not. He just didn't win his Prem, it. But
yeah, exactly. That's it. But Casemiro for me, he is the signing of the season. I know. Yeah, I've debated with people about this. I just feel like he's the one who's brought Man United to a new level, in my opinion. I don't know if you'd be third in the Premier League right now if you didn't have Casemiro.
No, we wouldn't. We would be probably about 6th, 7th.
You had that Graham soon.
No, we would. Think of Casemiro's clutch goals, by the way. Think of them clutch goals, them clutch moments, the way he defends and the way we play without a lot of those home games would be in a lot of draws, probably losses to be fair.
But it's just quality though. I mean, I watch him play. Like, obviously, he had that ridiculous Graham Souness comment at the beginning of the season where I don't know if he watches football. To be fair, when he said he's been carried by Modric and Kroos, that's just a ridiculous comment. But you watch him play, and he's more than just a DM as well. His passing range is fantastic. I don't think people realise how good his passing range was.
He's a physio, he's a psychologist, he's all of that, man. He changed my life.
He changed my life. He's quality, and him and Antony.
Tell me about Antony. No, Antony's playing better now. Like finally, I saw him. Last game I saw him. Yeah, he took the man and crossed with his right foot. I was like, progress.
No one's had progress.
It was I'm like, yes, progress. Little steps.
But he's done that for Ajax though. He's took him.
No. Because Ajax is a slower pace. This is like Antony. It does have about 2-3 men that come up to gang up on him. It's just that his decision sometimes is like, bro, like please just take the man down the wing. If you just even cross with the outside of your boot, like I don't care. Just please get something in there because you never know what scramble's going to happen. Own goals, whatever. He's having a very 5.5, 6 out of season because every player should be able to do fundamentals. What Antony gives you is shape. Yeah. So he gives you shape to the team, and what he does, he brings in the fullback a lot because he cuts inside naturally. That's just normal. Yeah, I get it. He does his spin moves. He likes to do little tricks. He likes it when the crowd's up for him. Like he's very what's the word? Like he's got an ego. There's something there. He wants to be the main attention, but like the main man. But you're not gonna get that when you got a team like in Casemiro, Varane, Lisandro. He's been clutch in a couple moments. Barcelona, I suppose even there's a couple other games. Arsenal clutch, just opening like just little things like that. But he needs to do more. But you just gotta remember, like any player, right? This is his first season, right? He hasn't played a massive amount of games, believe it or not. But he's still up there with a few goals, I believe. I think he's on like 6, 7 goals. He's not doing too bad on GA aspect. But if we're just talking general performances, they are getting better. I'm not going to say they're the best, but for someone that does cost 80 million, obviously I expect more. But if you're winning me trophies, it's the same respect that City give Jack Grealish. They're winning. He's got them a Premier League, or some way of form. He's one of their best players at the moment. So that's just the way I see Antony for us currently. Just you can easily beat him, man. Just even if you lose the ball, man, at least try and take the man on. Like if it's the space is there, just go for it, man. Look what he done to Dan Burn even in the final. He gave him a run for his money. He made him skank like 5 times, even though it was half time. But it's just do more of that. Just more. I don't think he's gonna ever be a guy that's gonna give you 13, 14 goals a season. I personally can't see it. But he needs to add
winger.
Yeah, he needs to add to his I think assists a little bit because we really lack when it comes to crossing. Luke Shaw's the only guy that can really cross the ball properly.
Well, I was looking at Antony's stats, and in the Premier League, he's got no assists in 12, but he's got 3 goals. He's 23. He's 23 years of age. It's his first season. Look, he is a bit of a showboat. But I don't think there's a lot wrong with that. The football is an entertainment business at the end of the day. I look at Antony and I just think he needs to work on his decision making. That's what he needs to do. It's a bit like Saint Maximin. I class Saint Maximin as a fake footballer. Yeah, I don't think he's a real footballer. I just think he's one of them show ponies, who
he needs the better. He just needs he needs a manager to refine his game that little bit more because he's the best. For me, he's the best currently in the world. Tell me a better 1v1 specialist than that man, please. No, he's not. No, he's not. Saint Maximin's better than Neymar when it comes to 1v1s these days. This is why Neymar's been put in the ins. This is why Neymar plays on the inside now on the 10. And
2,
he plays on the inside now. He's not that great at 1v1s as he used to be, bro. Saint Maximin's actually explosive. Like Neymar's lost a lot of things.
I'm convinced man them don't watch Neymar.
But no, I do watch him, and I don't care about no French league too much. I do watch him obviously in the Champions League. But when it comes to 1v1, Saint Maximin is, whether you like it or not, he's up there. He's very much up there. But it's just you just don't add when it comes to giving away the ball. I know facts he ain't tracking all the way back.
Well, look.
I feel like you're nitpicking in it. I feel like Antony, you're picking out the little parts of the positives, but bottom barrel is it's underwhelming. He's not bumming it out, but he should be doing better for the ability.
I said that pretty much.
Yeah, but
I gave him a 5.5 out of 6.
You drove
but you want me to be one of them fans, yeah? You want me to be one of them fans that start slating their players or something when we're doing great?
No, I didn't say
yes,
that.
you do. You do that much. I know what
you
you're like.
You took a reverse.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not you Liverpool fans, man. I'm not one that. I'm not like even if I was supporting Liverpool, you think I'm gonna start calling Joe Gomez prostitute like one of your fans and all this kind of stuff and Ice Spice and all this bullshit. You know what I mean?
He was only these guys up.
The guy that's probably the most disrespectful person on in the content creation game.
Huh?
Who called him a prostitute?
Your own fan. I'm not going to say his name. It's like saying Voldemort these days, isn't it?
Put it in the private chat. Put it in the private chat, Cass.
All I'm
I'm going to say he's not from this part of the world.
It was only last season. You wanted, bro. You was just as not. I'm not saying you was disrespectful like certain man, but you was hooting and hollering, shouting and doing all that crazy stuff last.
No, but I wasn't getting personal. I don't get personal with the players, like calling them something about their physical appearances. I might call Harry Maguire like a blockhead, but in the right moment,
it's a stripper because he's being a stripper.
But that's a bit different, bro.
Why is it
different? You get stripper. It's different.
What is it they all called him? Saying Ice, ain't it? I can't remember.
Ice Spice.
So I don't know who that is, right?
Yeah,
I'm an old fucker. I'm 41, so I'm out of the loop. I don't know who that is yet. I thought it was a new Old Spice deodorant coming out or something like that. I had no idea who it was. So I had to Google it and then I laughed. We got American Cop in the house. Hope you're doing well. Talking about a player that maybe not, went for a big fee to a brand new club and it's not hit the ground running just yet. Let's talk about Darwin Nunez, Bonds. Your guy.
Yeah.
Right, Darwin Nunez. For me, I know you got things on him. I don't mind that. Personally, I think Darwin Nunez is Liverpool's best forward right now and most important forward, in my opinion, anyway. We miss him when he don't play badly. We don't have the pace and energy in our team when he doesn't play either. I mean, these are just facts, to be fair.
Yeah.
He is, look, if you are a defender, you would actually be worried about Darwin because his pace is great. His movement is very good. He's got great ability. He's a good player. He's obviously doing better as the season goes on, in my opinion. I think he's got better as the season's gone on. He's looking stronger. And my thing with
I'm kind of a fan of Nunez. I'm slightly a fan.
I think Darwin's going. Look, I've said it for a while now. I think out of all the strikers, all the attackers we've got, Darwin's got the highest ceiling. I think Darwin can be anything he wants. He's a one-touch finisher. But the problem with Liverpool, the problem with Liverpool.
Is there a one-touch finisher? How dare you?
Yeah,
call him Mishu, yeah?
No, go and look at all his goals in the box. They're all one-touch finishes.
I look at all his misses and look at all his misses and tell me he's
and I'm going to get to his misses right now.
I quite like Nunez.
When you ask a player, attacker, to play go fetch, because that's what Liverpool do with Darwin. They take the dog to the park and they play go fetch. They literally get the ball, they whack it really long. Hope Darwin gets on the end of it after making a 40-yard busting run. And then sometimes he don't finish off his chance because he's created it by himself. Darwin's a good player. He's been a 3-year professional. I think people forget that as well. And he's going to be a decent player. For me, he's our best attacker. Right? I know you don't like him, Monts, but right now he's Liverpool's best attacker.
He's so ugly on the eye, isn't it?
Do you know what like, it's not even a I don't like him thing. It's not his fault he had the price tag. These things I'm aware of. My thing is
what we do, though. It's what we do.
It's the celebration of mediocrity for me, for Darwin Nunez. I think, is he our best attacker or most important attacker? I 100% agree with Jamie on that. It's not just because he's not on my preference. It doesn't mean I don't celebrate when he scores or I don't think he has certain abilities or certain attributes that can really hurt defenders, that can really hurt certain teams. 100%. If you look at the finish against Madrid, that's the player we paid for. The finish, you see that finish against Madrid, that's what we paid for.
Yeah, one-touch finish.
That's what you paid the money for. Do you know what I'm saying? However, when you look at Darwin Nunez as a package, he's starting to, these last 4 or 5 games, he's starting to look like how we did, just before we broke up for the World Cup against West Ham, Southampton, Tottenham. It was that run of 3 games where I was heavily praising, not heavily praising him, but I was praising him for his performances because again, I don't want to be the one to say I told you so. I want man to prove me wrong. That's it. But you can also look at it that way and look at all these things. And I've always said when we first signed Darwin Nunez, I said this guy will probably come good in 2-3 years. But Liverpool do not have 2-3 years. I've always said that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just said I'm not willing to wait. I'm not willing to wait because I think by the time those 2-3 years come along, again, we're in transition. And it's all good and great. Everyone's saying that Nunez is Liverpool's most important attacker, but Liverpool have been abysmal this year. So to be our best attacker is no achievement of anything. And if Liverpool are playing the way Liverpool should have been playing, because it is majority of the same players, Darwin gets nowhere near this Liverpool team. Nowhere near.
I don't know. I disagree with that. I think Darwin's guaranteed to be Liverpool's number 9 next season.
He's definitely going to be your number 9. You don't pay 64 million pounds, 80 million euros, whatever you want to call it, 100 million euro package, all that stuff for him not to be your striker for next season, bro.
He's a decent player. I can understand why Monts might have, be against it a little bit. I can understand it because look, he's awkward at times. There's no doubt about that. But I see a player there.
You can't even rate him yet. You can't rate him yet because your midfield is shit.
Exactly. We're not playing to his strengths. So when I say a one-touch finisher, what I mean by that, if you go and have a look at all his goals that he scored in the box, they're all
Sorry.
one-touch. They're all one-touch finishes. Literally, all the goals Darwin's usually scored in the box are one-touch finishes. He's an instinct finisher. Where Darwin's poor is when we make him run with the ball for 50 yards and then have to have a shot. That's not what he's game
No,
about.
no, that's
not great.
Jamie. That's cap. Jamie, that's cap. That's
Not
cap.
great at
I've
that.
seen every I've seen every categorized missed. I've seen every type of chance missed. Every single
Yeah,
type
but
of chance missed.
strikers miss. We
No,
can't
no,
go-
no, 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 no,
strikers
not
miss.
in the way.
Haaland's got the
no.
second most
Mm-mm.
second biggest missed chances
We're
in the
being
Premier League
hypocrites.
this season.
We're being hypocrites. We're doing the Timo Werner thing. We're being hypocrites. We are being.
Timo Werner was a good player at Chelsea. He was better than Havertz. I like Werner. I like Werner. For me, Werner.
I remember when you were linked to him and he went Chelsea.
I would take Werner now.
To me, there's just two ways of looking at it right now. I still think I said when I said he doesn't get anywhere near this Liverpool team, I'm talking about the team last season. Like he doesn't get anywhere near that team.
Yeah, but them two players not there now, are they?
But do you know what I'm saying? It was just Sadio Mane. Do you know what I'm saying? He was replaced with Luis Diaz. But at the end of the day, that's the way I see it. And if you want to also look at it at a different way, the way I look at it, we are in March and Darwin Nunez has 6 Premier League goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz has 5 Premier League goals, Jamie.
And Kai Havertz is a good footballer.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my God! What?
Fucking hell.
What?
Kai Havertz is a good footballer.
Fucking Kaz. Fucking hell, fam.
Do you not think Kai Havertz is a good footballer?
Not in England, he isn't.
He's a good footballer. He just don't suit the English.
Not in England, he isn't. No,
he just don't suit. He just don't suit the English league. That's all. That means he's not.
Yeah, no, he is good. He is good. He is a good football player, but in the Premier League, he sucks. He's like one of the worst. I can't lie. He's actually shit.
Yeah. But look, Chelsea kill strikers or forwards anyway. So
either way, Jamie is 6 goals in March. Good enough because you might have told me 15-20. You might everyone else told me 15-20.
I'm all right with that.
But this is what I mean by we can't celebrate mediocrity. You're a gunman. Be a gunman. On top of that, Darwin Nunez is better. You see, how about this? I prefer him in the right
position.
I prefer him Darwin Nunez is not everyone like saying he's a striker. He's a sole striker. No, he's a striker who needs a strike partner. Or for me, he needs to play off the left. I actually went back. I went back after looking at his misses and went and saw his Benfica games. I went and had a look at a lot of his goals, and so many of them come from that left ball position.
Yeah,
and I was thinking, hold on a minute. This guy is a left inside forward. If you really want to get the best out of him, do you know what I mean? I think when he's confident, you can probably throw him up front when he's got his shooting boots on, but that's not very often. And instinct finisher is not good enough for me if you want a gunman and you want to warm or convert your style to a 9. You can't have someone who is just based on confidence because it will lose you games. It will draw you games like it has done many times this season. It will happen.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean? So
I agree.
Say what you want about my opinion on Darwin Nunez. People in the comments keep saying what you want to say, but your guy has 6 goals and we're in March. He's the best forward for Liverpool right now because everyone else is shit and Liverpool are shit. The bar is on the floor. But when next season he will improve. He will improve. And the season after that, he does. I believe he has a very high ceiling. But for what we're looking at right now, it's not the level if we want to be challenging or where we are. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said there. But what I'm saying is, I've said this on my channel.
I'm saying more than Jesus. Jesus is 20 times the player that he is. Please.
And he's been out for months.
Bro. And Jesus has 5 goals. Please, 1 less.
They're different kind of players as well. Yeah, I can't really go like I do more Jesus and Bobby as a comparison than the other way around.
Yeah.
With Darwin, I've been saying this on my channel all season as well. With Darwin, I think Liverpool looked at him differently to what the fans looked at him as. I think Liverpool looked at him and looked at his pace, his movement, his athleticism, and thought that's a player that can play on the left wing. I don't think us as fans saw a player that scored 32 goals last season for Benfica and thought, right, that's our new number 9, and that's the reason. You look at no one wants Gakpo that's coming.
Who?
Klopp is playing him false 9,
Yeah.
and there's a reason behind it as well. There is a reason behind it. Do you think Klopp can't quite get away from this false 9 formation we're playing, or do you think next season we're going to go to something different and Gakpo maybe become the 10 or something like that?
Gakpo is not a 10. He is
Or do you see him as a 9? Do you see
he's
him
a guy. He's a guy as well that you need to put up front with a strike partner.
Yeah, Darwin's the same. He plays off a player.
Gakpo's a fairy for me. He's not got enough grit. He's not nasty enough. He's like, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously with Gakpo,
he's just another Solanke, really.
Like, I think no, don't disrespect him. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, he is. Oh, yeah, sorry, Solanke's better. My bad.
Like,
I think Solanke's a good player.
By the way, Jamie, the comments are going in. Every time I mention Nunez, it's like you didn't ask me. It's like you didn't ask me the question about Nunez. Like I just randomly brought it up. I was asked the question and I answered it. If you want to ask me about the midfield, when Jamie decides to ask me about the midfield,
we're gonna do that.
I'll give my honest opinion on Salah, on Gakpo, on Jota, on the midfield, on the defense, the same way. So stop saying as an excuse everyone else's shit. Please. Don't it's not everyone else who's sending email. Please.
Don't worry about it once. But yeah, with Gakpo, I don't look. I don't know what to make of him. I really don't know what to make of him.
Garbage.
There's been an improvement, Jamie. There has been an improvement on this part of the game where, for me, there's flashes there. Like especially in the first goal against Madrid, he did one when he come on last game. He done well with, in phases against Palace. I think my thing with him is that again he phases out of games. Like he'll be good for 25 minutes and then you won't see him for the 70th minute.
Do you know where he's best at? It's when you're somewhere like 2-0 up and you need a player just to break on. There you go. There's your man. He's not a starter. Yeah. He's a guy that you put on a bench. He's a bench player, bro, and he'll be a good bench player to have.
Right, Mark, before I go back to talk Cass about Man United, I want you to get your opinion on this player. What's your opinion on this player?
Who the fuck is that?
Fabinho.
If you don't know, that's Fabinho. So
what the fuck am I with this?
Fabinho's been sucked dry, Cass. Can't you tell? He's just like got nothing left, man. Mons, what do you think about Fabinho? Because I've been hearing a lot lately that Fabinho looks better when he's got legs around him and all that sort of stuff. And I hate that comment because what it tells me is that you all like Fabinho, but you just don't want to admit that he can't do it no more. So he has to be carried to look good. Does Casemiro, who's 2 years older, by the way, need legs around him? Does Rodri need legs around him? Does Thomas Partey need legs around him? No.
Every midfielder needs some sort of legs to support what they're doing. However, with Fabinho, Fabinho has no bone marrow left in his knee. That's just pretty much.
He's got no marrow anywhere.
Yeah, it does. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people struggle with honesty, and when it's just with different players. Do you know what I mean? It's just with different players. With Fabinho has been one of my favorite Liverpool players for such a long time, the destroyer. But all things come to an end, and that man is done. I think, is there still one-off performances from Fabinho in there? Yeah, there's one-off performances. I think last game he was actually one of his better games last week. Do you know what I'm saying? It was one of his better games. But I mean, that doesn't mean,
It was against Wolves, to be fair.
But again, please.
You have to take it into consideration. Yeah. No, you know what it is, Monch. Yeah, it's like what was the game? Where was the game that I've been gassed in? There's a game I've been gassed in. Yeah.
No.
There's a game I was gassed in. No, there was a game where I was gassed in. Yeah. And then someone said, "Yeah, but I think it might have been you." But you got, it's like, yeah, but he's playing and I was like, no, it was all right. But then he's like, no, but you played. I can't remember who it was. And he's like, you know what? You're right.
No, Kaz, my bro, like I can easily do that with a number of Antony performances, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
but I can do that. I can do that for your final against Newcastle. Who haven't had their third choice keeper. I haven't played the final in 25 years. We can play that game. We can play that.
We can, but it's no point getting gassed over one.
Play that game.
But no, but you can't say gassed over one performance because I wasn't gassed over a performance in the final.
All right. All right, guys. Listen,
You-
I'm
you-
just
you know
saying.
what I mean?
I'm saying I could just say it was just Newcastle. It was just Newcastle. You know what I'm saying? We can do the Tommy Fury thing, but we're not going to do that now. Being nice,
Tommy
being nice
Fury
right
thing.
now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What I'm just saying with
Once you
Fabinho,
are in no position to say anything yet,
he
you know what I mean?
he has one-off performances. D-Day tomorrow, Cass, please. We
For
have
you.
one-off performances in Fabinho. You get the 1 in 5 now where you're like, oh, do you know what? That was a better one today. But then you'll see the other 4 and you'll be like,
You
fuck
know
yeah.
what it's like? It's like playing pro clubs on FIFA, yeah. And then one of your guys who's typically terrible, he has one game. He's like, yeah, you know what? He's all right. I'm going to cancel sack. Then the next game he does absolute shit. You're like, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Pass the ball, fam. I'm right in front of you. That's what
Yeah,
Fabinho is.
true. It's true. So, and again, it's hard for us Liverpool fans to accept that for someone who was so good for like the best of 4 years, somehow, you know, and do you know what it is? It's because it's happened so quickly. It's happened so quickly, and it is what it is now. Do you know what I mean? I think now it's time to move on. I generally think Fabinho goes to the Serie A and tears it up. He tears it up over there, in my opinion. Do the Matic thing, and then it is what it is, man. Jamie, like I'm done with him. As I said, we'll try to get the better performances out of him towards the end of the season, but I'm pretty sure his contract ends in 2026.
You man
He's got
need like
time.
I can't even lie here. You lot need about 4 midfielders minimum in the summer.
Well,
4.
have you not seen who said that they're leaving in that?
Yeah, no, I've heard Milner might be going, like, and obviously, and then I saw another one. Who was it? Cater and
Keita, Milner, Ox.
KML, not Ox, and Firmino. Those are the 4.
Fabinho might leave as well. I've heard as well, but I don't think he might not go. He might be actually good to have it in and around still, but you lot need at least 4 midfielders minimum.
Would you be happy, Jamie? Would you be happy to have Fabinho coming off the bench for another year, just off the bench though? And do you think Fabinho would be happy with that? Because I don't think he'll be happy with that.
No,
I think so. If you give him 2 decent 8s in front of him, you might see a different kind of. You might actually see a different.
but
You've
then,
got. Let's be real. You've
then
got
you're being
Henderson
carried
in
again.
front of you.
Yeah, I mean,
Henderson.
look, Hendo. You know what I mean?
Oh my,
You know.
She used to live around my area in East Dulwich, man. Back in the when I was there.
She's a beast. No, but Hendo, yeah, I do love Hendo. I will admit he's been one of my favourite Liverpool players in this Klopp era. But Hendo can't do what he used to be able to do anymore. So if he can't do that, there's no point in playing. So he's another one we've got to think about. But with
You're
the
getting Mason
Fabinho,
Mount.
I'm up for the Mason Mount sign.
Get Mason Mount, get Kessie. Just go back for your rock and roll football, man.
Liverpool, do you know what Liverpool need? Look, I've been saying it for a while now. I believe the number 6 position, the DM position, is the most important position in football now.
Yeah, I
If
think
you look
so
at
as well.
if you look at the top 3 teams in our Premier League right now, Partey, Rodri, and Casemiro, they're both in the top 3 of the Premier League because they've got the 3 best DMs in the league. You know, look at Kimmich at Bayern Munich. You got to have quality number 6, and Liverpool need a quality number 6. Months. There's for me that should be the first midfielder we buy in the summer.
It's the key to everything because your centre backs are more protected. They have more confidence. You can build up from the back. The 2 pivot midfielders are able to go forward and do what they want to do. They're more confident. The team necessarily don't always have to break their backtracking and rather you're playing in a more of a forward flowing team. Everything just makes more sense. Everything makes more sense. So it's just a shame that, you know, when there was a time where, you know what, that's fine. Fab's not playing well. Henderson can play DM, but neither of them right now are good enough or at all now. Forever, they're both done, and it's just that's happened at the same time. You know,
you got a young Stefan kid showing them all up at the moment. And that's
again, best performances are coming in the 6, not the 8. Sorry, in the 8, not the 6.
Yeah, he's not a number 6. He's better playing off the 6, ain't he? Big Up Honesty says, big up everyone. Do you rate Kessie since Barca need to raise 170 million plus? I would even go for Kessie. I'm not sure. Guys, do you rate Kessie?
Yeah, I like him. I just think he's at the wrong club. Got the wrong club.
Yeah, he's a decent player. Did he go for free to Barcelona?
I think so. But Barcelona need to raise 200 million euros in whatever it may be. Apparently they're getting a transfer ban, isn't it? Until they
if they don't get rid of it. So I think Frankie de Jong. I think Frankie de Jong's Man United bound. I think that's one that's going to happen because Real Madrid won thingy from Newcastle, don't they?
Bruno Gomes.
Yeah, they want Bruno Gomes, don't they? So
I want that guy as well.
I think Frankie de Jong is Man United bound. Big up GK as well. Thank you for the super chat. Jamie, long time no see. I work at Delhi trying to save up some money. I'm going 3-1 Man United. GK, you're a City fan.
Now that Tottenham lost, United do not need this win. Like, Cash, surely we could work something out. Like, we don't need this.
You know
win.
what? This is the thing is, I'm gonna give you another stat. So, Man United have never conceded from open play when Casemiro, Lisandro Martinez, and Varane have all been on the same pitch. Not one. Not one. Open play. So that means you might get one from a corner or a penalty.
Have they ever been on the same pitch as Bajcetic?
Yes, in pre-season.
Yeah,
that's when I clocked Bajcetic. I think I was saying him was definitely the one that caught my eye in pre-season. After that guy's a baller. I think I even told you once. I said he was sick. Like even against us, he was wavy, man. But no, obviously not. Bajcetic, can he last 90 minutes still? Because like he's just playing midweek and he's got to play again where we actually got we rotated everybody.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't think we've got a choice, to be fair. But no, look, you fought very well this summer. There's no doubt about that. I mean, one player that, everyone sort of took the piss out of when he came was Lisandro Martinez because of his height and stuff like that. And,
Graham Souness apologised.
Yeah, and Jamie Carragher is a numpty as well. Look, Lisandro Martinez is a fantastic defender. And look, again, you got Ten Hag in and realised, what do I need? I got Varane there already. I'm a lucky boy. I need a partner for him.
Varane's been the best centre back in the league this year for me, man. Overall, I don't think there's been a better centre back for me.
Varane, no, Martinez been better.
No, I think Varane. He goes under the just because he doesn't make highlight reels. Varane is, bro. His performance. I can't actually think of I think I can think of maybe one Varane mistake. Like if that makes sense. Post obviously post that because it was Lisandro Maguire first. But yeah, I can't really think of much. But Varane for me is just goes so under the radar. I'm like, bro, he's so good, man. Because when there's a ball over the top, his long ass strides. When he don't look like a person's even going fast. Even on Sunday League, but they still get to you quick. They're quick. Like they're quicker than you think. It's a bit like Gabriel. He don't look quick, but he's quick. Gabriel,
Ake at City's been good this year as well.
Immense. Today, he was their best player.
He's been good. He's one of the defenders of the year as well. I know Pep's really coached him well. Monts, I know you got to run, my man.
You need score predictions?
Yeah, go for it, Monts. Can't give us score prediction. Give us a prediction ball.
Be honest.
I've been saying 1-1 in all these previews that I've been doing. I've been saying 1-1. But you know what?
Yeah.
This year. Remember this year's kit. Remember the blue one. What we done to these man. We done to these man at OT.
Do you want me to go get the AIG kit? Do you remember what we did? Do you remember what we did? Wayne Rooney in 2015 or something like that. No?
Remember Curtis Jones to Mo Salah. Captain Mo Salah. Knee slide on the ground to make it 4-2. You know what I'm saying? This is the differences with this game. Remember, our next 5 games, obviously United, Bournemouth, obviously Arsenal, Chelsea, and City. Yeah, this is why this game is so important, because even if you win this game, we are probably going to drop points. We are definitely dropping points in probably maybe 2 of those games. Yeah, so this needs to be a win. So I'm going to say I'm not going to play it safe. I'm going to say 2-1 Liverpool. I'm going to say 2-1. Rashford goal is set in stone. That is happening. That is 100% happening. But I generally think Salah's customary goals happening as well. So
we'll see it. If anyone's scoring against us, it's going to be Darwin Nunez.
Listen. You didn't think that second goal was coming from Nunez? He's not doing this one when he scores.
You said what? What the Jurgen Klopp celebration?
Correct. Nunez will be bagging, G. He will be bagging. In fact, Nunez to Salah to Nunez. Take care, people. Big up the chat.
Take care, man.
Even you don't.
Smash the like, everyone. There's not enough likes. 120 people in there. 50 likes. Smash the like button. Big up everyone. Take care, people.
Big up, Monts. Thank you very much, mate. See you soon, man. Monsters. I worry about Monsters' hanger sometimes. I've got to say.
Yeah. I'm just gonna clip him up tomorrow, anyways.
I love the guy. Let's get this up. So I've got this up as the probable team.
That looks
Let
about
me
right.
just- Let's get there we go. That way's better. So Wan-Bissaka. Do you think Wan-Bissaka will play tomorrow?
Yeah, 100%.
Because
And that's
he's
gonna-
probably a better defensive fullback, ain't he?
He's just better than Delo in every area. I
I
can't
see a
lie.
lot of Man United fans bigging Delo up this season. Though.
I don't.
I haven't been
I
watching.
don't rate him.
So, no.
I don't rate him. I think he's average. Like honestly, there's nothing you can tell me that Delo excels in. Maybe build up play. This season, I don't know what happened, but Wan-Bissaka's been possessed. And as long as whoever you got on the left, I don't really care who you got on the left. I know Wan-Bissaka's locking him up one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to have Darwin up on the left, ain't he? So
I hope so.
that'll be an interesting matchup. That will be an interesting matchup.
It'll be easy for him, I think. I think Jota would be the player that gives Wan-Bissaka more problems.
I don't know about if Jota will play. I don't know if Jota will play. I got it. I think Gakpo might play tomorrow. I think Gakpo might play.
Oh,
the
I hope
false nine
so.
role.
I also hope so.
I think he might play the false 9 role. I think he might come in, but Luke Shaw seems back at it this season. Probably the best left back in the league this year.
Currently, yeah, I'd say so. I can't really think of many that's better than Luke Shaw this season. Nathan Ake's up. I think Nathan Ake's up there with him.
Yeah.
Zinchenko, you could say, maybe.
Zinchenko's had a good year, but I got look. Obviously, I hate your team like you hate my team, but look, anyone in chat, I've got to respect what I see at the end of the day. Players are playing well, I respect it, and I hate saying it, but I like Fred. I actually don't mind him. I actually thought he was your player of the year last season.
Probably, yeah, he probably was.
I think he's a decent player. I think him and Casemiro could be a decent double pivot there.
It just depends on what games though, because against a low block, Fred's useless.
Well, we ain't.
He's at sit back. There's no point. But Fred in a big game like this is where you want Fred. Fred in big games is immense. I don't know what happened. He remembers that he's from Brazil.
Well, you ain't got to worry about a low block. You're playing us. Yeah, play the highest block.
That's why I think like the way I see it is like you might be our kryptonite.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
it's the way we play each player at the moment.
I mean, I've got to give Fred credit. I like him as a player, and Casemiro, and then Bruno in that sort of like 10 role, 3 role behind Berg, and then you got Rashford. Now, talk about a man in form, Cass. Talk about a man in form right now.
Probably best of the world right now. In form, by the way. Not overall ability, in form,
Don't worry,
obviously.
I get that, don't worry.
Yeah, but people in your chat now, they're like, no, but what do you think about Mbappe? I'm like, he's doing better numbers than everyone right now.
No, you can't knock Rashford at the moment. As much as I'd love to, his form's too good. His form's too good. And his form was good for England as well. It's just that Southgate didn't play him.
And if there's a thing that I favour, if Henderson's looking to cover Trent or whatever, I'm having that left hand side all day long, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I worry about. So, as a Liverpool point of view, looking at this team, see, Stefan has got to play because Stefan Bajcetic has got to play because he's our best midfielder right now. Fabinho has to play because he's the only 6 we got. My problem is the number 8 position there. Like we've got Hendo in there right now. And
Thiago, I'd be more worried about this team.
Yeah, Thiago is obviously out for a few more weeks yet. Kate is dead. Milner can't play this game. And then it's Harvey Elliott. Now, he played Harvey Elliott, Stefan, and Fabinho against Wolves, and they looked quite solid. But again, it was Wolves, and they had they did have no attack. It was quite a comfortable game, actually, for Liverpool, that match. So I can't look back and go, see, I'm quite a realistic Liverpool fan, yeah. I'm not going to be bullshitting anyone. Our last 4 Premier League games, we've kept 4 clean sheets, but we've played Palace, Wolves, Everton, and Newcastle. We met Newcastle at the right time on their downfall. Everton are trash. Wolves they can't score goals. So, and then we played a superior team in Real Madrid and got absolutely obliterated. So I'm not sure where we are as a team right yet. So at the moment, it's good that we've had 4 clean sheets. I'm happy about that. And You know, we winning them, like getting points out of them games and not losing and all that. But the performances are picking up slightly. Like in little bits of the games, I see the old Liverpool. Like in the Wolves game, I saw little bits of the old Liverpool. In the Palace game, that was just terrible. But so I don't know where we are. You know, in the Real Madrid game, that first 15 minutes, I was like, Jesus Christ, we like that's Liverpool I know. You know, and then we just fell apart. I do worry about Trent in this game. I wonder how Klopp's going to go about it. So when we play, this is why I think we'll play, Cass. So when we play, I don't know if you remember when Liverpool played City at Anfield earlier in the season in October. And Liverpool played quite a defensive. For Liverpool, they played quite defensively. You know, the back four stayed nice and solid. The midfield, we sort of played 4-4-2, and we had 4 in the middle, 4 at the back, and we sort of let, I think it was Jota and Salah sort of cheat and stay on the halfway line, just played them balls over the top and took the pressure, played the balls over the top. I've got a feeling that's how we might play against you lot tomorrow, because we can't leave Trent isolated with Rashford right now. I mean, any fullback right now can't leave Rashford isolated. But
so you
Trent,
want to play deep?
Yeah, I'd rather us play a little bit more conservative. Yeah, because you've got to acknowledge your opposition. In my opinion, you have to acknowledge your opposition. Rashford's in amazing form right now, and if we let Rashford isolate Trent, we're going to be in trouble, and he's going to get in a few times. So we do need we need to play sensibly. You know, against City we played sensibly. We did defend deep. We're like, because you know our line is usually ridiculously high, and we put too much pressure on the ball. When we don't win the ball back, we put too much pressure on. Our midfield's already too advanced, and we leave too much room being behind us. We do that against you lot, you know, with the players you got available, which is going to be trouble for us. So I do think we're going to play a little bit deeper. Well, I hope we play a little bit deeper, you know, and then as the game transitions, you can transition into a bit more, you know, push up a pitch a little bit, get a bit more of a press on the game. But yeah, I don't know about you, Cass, but that's how I see Liverpool going, and I hope Liverpool go like that. How do you think United are going to go at it?
No, I think we're just going to play pragmatic. We're just going to invite you. I think we'll give you the ball.
You're in game. So if both teams played that same way, this could be the most boring game.
No, because it could be, but it's just like I think we're going to allow you to have the ball more than we should be on the ball. I think maybe potentially because I think we're just going to play pragmatic until we need to play proactive. That's just the way I see it. So
a lot of Man United fans have been saying that lately, that United are quite a pragmatic side in the game.
Yeah, away. I don't know if we're going to dominate, but if you give us the ball, then we could probably anyone can get hurt on a counter attack. But then look at what you've done to City. Why are we going to make them same mistake? Let you have the ball, because then they invite you, get you more confident. I don't think I mind that.
Yeah, I mean that's what's going to be interesting. See, Liverpool sometimes can't help themselves either. So if United do sit back a little bit and play a bit pragmatic and let Liverpool have the ball. See, the problem is Liverpool is so used to having the ball that then they start their press. You know, the players start moving up the field. And that's where Real Madrid never pressed us in the Champions League final, in the game last week. They never pressed us. They just sat back, waited for everything to happen, and then took advantage. And that's my worry if Liverpool go into this game, thinking, right, United are just letting us have the ball. We're going to go into our old ways, pushing up the field, pushing the fullbacks too far forward, getting isolated in midfield too many times, and United to catch us on the break. That's my worry from a Liverpool point of view, and in your point of view, that's why you want your team to play, probably.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I just don't want to see some. You remember the Chelsea game against you guys? How boring that game was. Can't see that being another thing. But the thing is, even if you usually get one goal, I don't doubt my team will get a goal. But I feel like if we go up 1-0 first, I think it's a long day for Liverpool, man. Just get to half time, put Rashford up front, stick Garnacho on or something, put Sancho over on the right, if anything. And then go from there. Put Sabitzer on for the extra legs.
Yeah.
And I think it could be. I think it could be really, really annoying for you guys.
That's the thing. Like, this ain't the Liverpool of old, When Liverpool used to go a goal down, I weren't worried.
Yeah.
Even last season, I'd be like, okay.
I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game at all, though.
But I think this has got. Look, Liverpool Man United games. Obviously, last season was an anomaly the way United were and we destroyed. But Liverpool United games are usually quite tight, quite close affairs. Even when United were at their best, at their peak under Alex Ferguson, Liverpool were, they were still very close, tight games, especially when they're at Old Trafford or at Anfield, depending. It's always been a tight game. But yeah, how do you see it going then from your point of view?
I think I don't think you're going to threaten us whatsoever. And I've all respect. I've got no respect for Liverpool, so I just can't see it. You don't have enough technical ability on that pitch whatsoever to really do us damage. Who's your creative outlet? I don't see it. Like, do you know what I mean? I mean, I think Salah's obviously your most creative outlet, but there's an easy way to stop that. You just put Fred over there. Then what? What are you going to do? Play it back to Henderson? Yeah, exactly. Then where are you going to play it back to Fabinho? I mean, Bajcetic is a good controller, but he's not exactly creative. Gakpo and Nunez are not creative players. So, just stop crosses coming in. You're going to be relying on Trent more time. And that's just the way I look at it personally. So, and I see the comments come up now, just in front of me. DJ, we're going to run Man U into the ground. But you're not, though. Man United are one of the best pressing teams in Europe. Like, we're not going to get outran this game. We do the most run. Well, not the most, but one of the most. So I just can't see us. We're better off the ball than pretty much are on the ball. It'll be a tight game, man. It's not going to be a battering if anything, but your crowd could get very frustrated. If your crowd does not sing from minute 0 to 90, then I know my away fans will.
Yeah, it'd been like that a bit lately at Anfield. Look, I don't blame the fans either. When they're seeing Dross all the time, it's a bit, it's hard to get yourself going a little bit. But you are right what you're saying there, and that is my worry. So, from a Liverpool point of view, I want us to do what you were just saying about what your team might do. I wouldn't mind us going a bit more pragmatic at the start of the game earlier on, and just work our way into the game, because Liverpool sometimes go a bit gung-ho straight away, and if we don't score in that first 20 minutes, then we can't sometimes struggle, and then teams settle down. The opposition we play settle down, and then start to press on our midfield. If our midfield starts to get pressed on, that's when we fall apart, and United can do that to us. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be a tight game. It could be a goal either side. I'm personally going a 1-1 draw. I think it'd be a draw.
I would be so annoyed if we get a draw at Anfield. I'll be annoyed.
Well, from our point of view, look, I'd be happy with a draw. And then we've got 2 games in hand on Spurs.
We can afford a draw now, thanks
and
to
Tottenham. And exactly, because of the results, the way they got with Newcastle and Tottenham, we can afford that draw now. Look, I wouldn't mind. Look, if it's a draw, I'm quite happy with that. Walk away, a draw against one of your arch rivals and a team that are doing so well this season. I'd be perfectly happy with that. And then we go against Bournemouth the following weekend. So yeah. I would take that. So 1-1 for me.
You got Real Madrid next.
After. Yeah, I mean let's just forget about that. Let's just forget about that. But I'm more concentrating on this than Bournemouth game, to be fair. And this United team are a good side at the moment, Ten Hag. And what I like about Ten Hag as well, he ain't afraid about his substitutions. I will respect him for that. He ain't afraid about his substitutions.
20 goals from substitutions this season.
He trusts the players that he's taken on. Like, he trusts the players, man. He does trust the players, and that really annoys me. He's been very, very good with his substitutions this season, no doubt about it. But you're going to win. I'm going 1-1 draw. I can't remember the last time I said a draw for Liverpool in a Man United game, because that's how damn we are at the moment. But I've got to be realistic. I have to be realistic about it. You're in the better form. You've got a bloody good team. But if Liverpool get fourth, I will say, if Liverpool somehow get fourth in this league this year, I don't know.
That's a massive achievement, you know that.
This league, I don't think the league's been great this year either, and it will show.
You just don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get.
If Liverpool somehow finish fourth, we shouldn't be in the consideration at all. Let's face it. We've been that bad. Liverpool should not be in consideration at all. But Tottenham and Newcastle are so bad now, and I can't see Newcastle getting wins. This is Newcastle's problem. And Spurs, you just don't know what you're going to get, do you? You just don't know what you're going to get.
You really
I do like Deji the other day on Never Fail say that they're going to win the Champions League.
Deji's funny, man. I can't
believe that was hilarious. I mean, when was that filmed? Because I only saw the short of it.
Literally the
When
other
was
day.
that?
Just literally
Was
only
that
the other day.
after? Oh my god! I thought that might have been
That was
the beginning
after
of the
Sheffield
season or
United, the
something
FA
like that.
Cup. Yeah, the Sheffield United game.
He came with smoke after the FA Cup game.
I'm like, how do you come with smoke? Like he called FA Cup a little trophy, and everything else little trophies. Going for the big boy stuff. Times have changed. I'm like, oh mate,
but they've
sure,
never
why
won a
not?
big boy. But they've never won a big boy stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
If you're a Tottenham fan right now, I expect most of it. My brother-in-law and my nephew are Spurs fans, so I am sure, I know for a fact that they were paraded if they won the FA Cup. You know,
Yeah,
you
100%.
can't take it for granted. It's mad. It's like you guys winning the League Cup, and like them Liverpool fans, as we spoke earlier. I hate it because, as I said, I partied for 24 hours when we won the FA Cup and League Cup. It's a major trophy.
I genuinely think we could win the FA Cup this year. I'm not sure if we go into, but I do think we win Europa League.
You've got to be favourites for that, surely.
Well, Arsenal's still in it, but I think we're better than Arsenal in Europa League. So
Yeah, you got more out of European experience as well, ain't you? So I think you'll definitely be favourites for that. Big up DJ Brains. Klopp needs to let Trent sit deeper in this game, and Robbo will have to do most of the pressing. To be fair, I wouldn't have Robbo playing. I'd have Simicast playing. Robbo ain't in form at the moment, and Simicast is in form. Play the players in form, in my opinion. Don't matter who the opposition is. Play the players in form. And Simicast is a decent left back. He's not like a terrible left back.
I think he'd get bullied though. He's just got. I think going forward, he's definitely better than Robertson.
Yeah, I think defensively, Robbo's a better player, and Robbo's got more energy about him. And also, Robbo's the biggest wind up. Like, yeah, Robbo actually. To be fair, I think Robbo will enjoy the battle. Where Simicast might shy away from it a little bit. So there is that as well. So, but I just like playing players in form, Cass. That's what I like doing.
I know, I hear it. Favorites. No one likes favorites sometimes,
No.
but it's just who do you trust? Does he trust Simicast to do enough?
No, that's probably the point. That's probably the point there. But guys, we're going to leave it there. Great preview. I appreciate Cass coming on, even though you're not feeling too great. I do appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
It's all right. I was feeling better yesterday, to be fair. So when you asked me, I was actually all right. That's last few hours I've been absolutely hit.
It just hits
with
you,
illness.
doesn't it, from nowhere.
Yeah.
But I hope you start to feel better soon. I hope it don't go good for you tomorrow. I've got to admit, but you know how it is. Guys, don't forget to go and follow Cass on Twitter and go and subscribe to Never a Foul.
It never find the Man United channel, by the way. It's generic.
Like the generic channel, guys. You've got Daps on there as well. It's a great channel. Their subscribers are going through the roof right now. Go and check them out. Yeah, I watch it every single night. I'm watching it. So it's a great channel. Cass does great stuff over there. So does Daps. So does the rest of the boys. Mo. Big up the Mo. I've got to say, Mo's my favourite Cass. I ain't gonna lie. That's just like a way.
Sometimes.
Right, big up everyone. Thank you very much for joining us, and we have a great weekend. And I will see you tomorrow for the watch along. Bye bye for now.